First Alert Traffic Tracker.
Thank you, Derek. Well, we know as the weather warms, fleas and ticks are more of a problem for our pets. And Dr. Jerome Williams with Red Mountain Animal Clinic, our regular guest here on Good Day, joining us once again this morning by FaceTime. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Good to see you. Who do you have there with you?
This is Jake.
All right, Jake. Good morning to Jake. All right, so we know that fleas and ticks, they're not just a nuisance. They can really be a dangerous problem.
Yes, indeed. And we are beginning to see those in large numbers already. Ticks can carry a number of diseases, including Lyme disease for people. And the mosquitoes are a big problem already. Big nuisance. They carry heartworm disease that dogs get. And we're treating a couple of dogs for heartworms right now at my clinic.
Yeah, we had a story earlier this morning that talked about that there appear to be more ticks problems right now, and they weren't sure if people were just maybe starting to get out more right now or if there's a kind of a surgence of those. And can that happen sometimes? Can you have seasons of more ticks and fleas than others?
Yes. I think the mildness of the winter, I think, has a big effect. We did not have a really hard, cold winter. So as a result, both fleas and ticks, tend to be in a larger number.
So what do you recommend for people to use on their pets?
There are a number of great products out there, from those that'll last 1 month to those that'll last up to 6 to 7 months. The major companies and their veterinarians will be able to advise them on the one they recommend. But that will take care of your fleas and your ticks. And heartworms is another story. There's a 1 month thing for heartworms you can go with. They even have an injection now that will last up to a year for heartworms. Wow. So, it's no excuse now for not getting your pet tested for heartworms and then get them on one of those preventive medicines that will prevent heartworms from occurring.
Now, Dr. Williams, are cats and dogs basically the same when it comes to fleas and ticks, or do they affect one differently than the other?
About the same. The biggest problem is that both would get heartworms, both would get fleas and ticks, and they both can get tapeworms caused by them. Ooh. And the reaction to the pet differs based on the individual, not necessarily whether it's a dog or a cat, but both will have severe allergy problems if allergic to fleas.
So what's happening? If a dog has tapeworms, what's going on with that?
Well, a tapeworm is part of the flea life cycle. And at that point, then you need to get rid of the tapeworms and also control the fleas. Now, when we do talk about flea control, we're not only talking about on the pet, but also in the environment. So if you get an infestation in your home, then you need to have your home fogged or sprayed. If it's an outside pet, then you can do the yard. You get a product from places like our Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot, and take care of the yard.
I think I have asked you this before, but if you have someone who does your lawn, or perhaps you do it yourself, or you have a lawn service, do those products take care of that type of thing in your yard?
Yes,
or do you have to tell them specifically that's what you want?
Tell them. They're not going to do it probably unless you request it. Now, many of our exterminating contracts provide for that service, and many of our viewers are not aware of that. So if you have an exterminating contract, and you have a flea and tick problem in your house or your yard, check your contract. It may cover that for you. Okay.
All right, in the time we have left, if you do find a tick on your pet, what is the correct way to remove it?
There are many different philosophies as to how to do it. I was taught you put a product on the tick, let it withdraw its head, then remove it. But now the thinking is just take a pair of tweezers or whatever and just pluck it off.
Just make sure you get it and get rid of it, right?
You're right. Yeah, get rid of it. Yeah, however you want to get flush it or whatever you want to do to get rid of it.
Okay.
But if you do have a tick occurring on you and you don't know the source, then check yourself and your pet on a regular basis, because we don't want them to linger and cause one of those diseases that ticks do cause.
All right, Dr. Jerome Williams, good advice this morning. Thank you, sir. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Dr. Jerome Williams from Red Mountain Animal Clinic. Now here's Jay.